I was recently back in my home country of Sweden, where I met this film producer who told me with a condolence in his voice, "Don't worry, when your organization grows bigger, you will be able to do things properly." I have been telling him how we work at what took us long and the different guerrilla filmmaking tactics that we use when we go around the world filming different projects. I was trying to convince him that we believe that we can get more genuine video content and potentially have more impact than traditional filmmaking. Everywhere we go, we try our very best to live with the people that we're filming. We never stay in hotels. If it's not possible to stay with the people we are living with and filming with, then we will work with different networks and that way find a place to stay. Worst case scenario, we will sleep on the ground. We carry minimal equipment and we always use public transport when we move around. We move fast on low budgets and we crowdsource as much as possible. So when this Swedish film producer told me, when your organization grows bigger, you can do things properly, I answered him with a silent nod, something like this. But inside of me, I was screaming, "No! We will not change the way we operate." He did not get it. There are reasons far more important than just the financial reason why we do things the way we do. Some overview in the world of filmmaking. You do not have to go to school to become a filmmaker. You have this perception that you need a lot of expensive equipment and you need a lot of skills to make a film. But it's changing now. The whole world of filmmaking is becoming more democratized, and people can engage in this creative medium with less money and with less skills. Technology is moving forward. So when we're out filming, we're using a camera that looks like a photo camera, but it shoots in HD. You don't get trouble from police, military, or from anyone because you come across as a tourist. You're much more mobile, and you don't become a target when you're in a small village because they will connect with you much easier. You don't have a big camera in their face. You're small and flexible. We do break a lot of laws and rules when we're out. The major rule that we break is the fact that we never apply for country and location permission. We don't want the government to know where we are, and it's a tedious project to get licenses to film. The key thing, however, is that you have permission from the people you're filming and working with on the ground. If they have ownership, the guerrilla filmmaking project will move forward. It might come across as an inconvenience to move around on public transport. You have a team of 6 people and you have a bunch of expensive equipment. Wouldn't it be easier to put everybody in a big SUV or 4x4? But no, the vehicle might break down, the driver gets lost, you become much more of a target for an ambush if you are in a vehicle because you stand out in the environment. A few years ago, I was planning a trip across Africa. We wanted to go and film small grassroots nonprofits. And I was talking with my mentor in Hong Kong. I told him I wanted everybody to be on motorcycles. He said, "Sebastian, don't do it. The carbon footprint will be through the roof, and you won't be able to have time to connect with the people when you're traveling on a motorbike. You should utilize public transport." Since then, I have fully embraced buses, trains, bush taxis. You can meet your next translator. You can have group meetings. You can work on the road, and it is a lot cheaper. Food is also another very important vehicle to connect with communities. We were trekking across Papua New Guinea, and I had this idea that I would bring a Western-style cooking stove with me. We had 20 liters of gasoline, and we started trekking. Day 3 up in the mountains, we tried to use the cooking stove. It didn't work. We ended up continuing to carry the cooking stove, and all the gasoline we traded for food. Lesson learned was not to think that you have to be super independent. You're in the jungle, but there will be food. People are living there. Work together to figure out what to eat. I also learned that time is just an illusion. I was asking our guide, when do we get to the next water crossing? When do we get to the next village? He couldn't answer me. He told me 5 minutes, 10 minutes. 1 or 2 hours later, we're still walking. For him, time was not important. If you're in a region and nobody's using a watch or nobody's using a phone, then you can almost assume that time is not important, and that is fine. Breaking free from this Western mindset, what time is a very liberating action. And I don't use a watch today, and I'm very happy not to. Exchanges outside the monetary system is essential for us. We have translators that come and work with us. We do not pay them. We have volunteer production assistants that travel with us. We do not pay them. We do our very best not to pay bribes, and we do not pay for accommodation. It's not very easy all the time, but in the end it's very rewarding, because you attract real people who are coming because they want an exchange in experience, new skills, and friendship. And they will get their name in the end credit. Betel nuts, one of many local customs. You go from village to village in Papua New Guinea, and you show respect by chewing betel nuts and giving betel nuts away. It's a soft narcotic. You chew it, it goes into your head. It's the #1 cash crop in the country. It has a lot of pros and cons, but you should never underestimate its ability to connect people with each other. So since Papua New Guinea, we always embrace local customs. From chewing khat, which is also a soft narcotic in Ethiopia, Kenya, and Somaliland, to smoking a lot of shisha in Egypt and the Middle East. It converts you very quickly from an outsider into family. Collaboration is everything, and we put together guerrilla film teams of people from all skills and backgrounds. You have amateurs and you have semi-professionals. Together, you can do something. If you can just mobilize a little bit of money to pay for your travels and your food, then you can come with us. This concept would maybe not work in a traditional, old-school, professional film team. If they would bring on board people who are amateurs or semi-professionals, things would slow down and mistakes would be made. We believe that having a mix of people with skills in a guerrilla film team really spices up the energy in the team dynamics. It makes you learn things and teach new things. It is not always safe, and everybody who come and travel with us and film do so on their own risk. You're up in the jungle, this rainy season, you're crossing a river, you're 5 days walk away from a hospital. If something happens, we don't know how to make it out. Especially if you can't swim, there's a huge problem. I could go on, but it all boils down to this. Guerrilla filmmaking is disruptive to the process of filmmaking because it introduces high levels of inconvenience. And we capitalize on this inconvenience because for us, it offers new opportunities, it slows us down, and it forces us to reflect and to figure out how to move forward. You open yourself to new people and relationships. But none of this would be important unless it really helps us to get into the story. And we believe that guerrilla filmmaking tactics really improves the storytelling that you can see in the documentaries, but also in the stories that are happening behind the making of the documentaries. We live in an increasingly networked world where everybody has their own name.com. You can crowdfund your project and crowdsource your talent. But this disruption that we're facing is very important in the creative world. And the future of filmmaking, we believe, is to use guerrilla filmmaking tactics. Please embrace the future and stay disruptive. Thank you very much.